Europe is laughing at American soccer fans right now, and they are completely missing the point. You've seen the clips going around. Americans doing the wave in a soccer stadium. The USA chant breaking out regardless of who's actually playing. Tailgate setups in the parking lot 3 hours before kickoff. Full grills, full coolers, full chaos. And European fans see that and they cringe. They post it. They mock it. They write long tweets about how Americans don't understand the culture. But here's what they're missing. American fans aren't failing at being European. They're doing something completely different. And in 2026, that difference is going to matter more than anyone over there wants to admit. By the end of this, I'll show you the one thing Americans should actually steal from European fan culture. The one upgrade that takes everything you already know how to do and makes it hit even harder. But first, let's talk about what Americans already bring to the table, because it's more than people give them credit for. Americans know how to show up, not just in numbers, though the numbers are absurd. The 1994 World Cup, hosted in the United States, still holds the record for the highest average attendance in World Cup history. Every single game. And that was before soccer had anything close to the foothold it has now. Copa America 2024 drew massive crowds across American cities. When the US plays, stadiums fill. When a big match is in town, people come out. That's not an accident, and it's not fake enthusiasm. Americans treat a big sporting event like an event, capital E. The tailgate is not a failure to understand soccer. The tailgate is Americans doing what Americans do, building a whole experience around the thing they care about. And if you're someone who's new to soccer, maybe you got pulled in by the 2026 hype. Maybe a friend dragged you to a watch party and something clicked. That instinct you have to show up, to make it a party, to go all in on the atmosphere, that's not something you need to learn. You already have it. I'm breaking down the World Cup one piece at a time while it's happening. So subscribe now and you'll walk in ready. But here's what they miss when they laugh at the wave. The wave is a symptom of something real. Americans make noise. Americans bring energy. And right now, that energy is pointed at the biggest soccer tournament in history. This World Cup is not like any before it. 48 teams for the first time ever, hosted across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, played in NFL stadiums that hold 80,000 people. The infrastructure, the crowds, the sheer scale of it, it's unlike anything the sport has ever seen. And American fans are right at the center of it. Not watching from across an ocean, not waking up at 7 a.m. to catch a game in a different time zone. Home, loud, ready. European fans have been the standard setters for soccer culture for a long time. And fair enough, they've had 100 years to figure it out. But a home World Cup gives American fans something they've never really had before. A full month of the world's best soccer, in their cities, in their stadiums, with their energy setting the tone. That's a different conversation than, do Americans get soccer? The question now is what happens when American fan culture hosts the world. So here's the one thing worth stealing. Not the scarves, not the specific chants, not the standing sections, though all of that is worth understanding. The thing to steal is the idea of singing through a loss. European soccer culture has this unwritten rule. You don't go quiet when your team is down, you get louder. The songs don't stop, the support doesn't waver. And it's not just tradition, it actually affects the game. Players feel it, momentum shifts because of it. There's a reason teams talk about home atmosphere as a genuine competitive advantage. American sports culture does this in some ways. Anyone who's been in a loud NFL stadium in the fourth quarter of a close game knows what that feels like. But in soccer specifically, the chant culture, the songs that go for 90 minutes without stopping, that's the layer that American fans are still building. And the good news is, it's not hard to learn. It's not gate-kept. You don't need to have grown up in Liverpool or Dortmund to figure out how to keep singing when things go sideways. You just have to decide that's the kind of fan you want to be. Because that's what separates a great atmosphere from an unforgettable one. The crowd that stays in it when it's hard. So here's where you actually land. You don't need to pretend to be European. You don't need to apologize for the tailgate or the USA chant, or the fact that you just discovered this sport 6 months ago. Bring all of that. Bring the spectacle and the party and the American-sized enthusiasm. Just add the one layer on top. Stay loud when it gets hard. That combination, American scale plus soccer soul, is exactly what this World Cup can be. Europe has been running soccer culture for a century. Right now, America is showing them what a home crowd looks like when it's done at full volume, full stadium, and full commitment. Next video, I'm breaking down how the World Cup actually works. The groups, the knockout rounds, all of it, so you're not lost the rest of the way. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.